A dusty back road where the tumbleweeds roll. There's a wandering soul with stories to unfold. With his worn-out boots and his raggedy hat, Zach's got a YouTube channel. Sharing tales like that, he's a modern-day troubadour. A poet of the streets, a wanderer of small towns, where life's rhythm beats from the hills of Tennessee to a Georgia bar shack. Zach finds the heart and soul that the world may often lack. Small town America is where the stories reside. Zach's searching for the magic in every nook and every side. With his camera in hand and a song in his heart, he's bridging the distances, bringing us closer with his art.
Get in the truck, small town America.
Thank you there, Barry Corbin, bringing us in again on another Thursday. Glad to have you getting in the truck with us. You know, we're on this Foolin around tour, and what a crazy time we're living in. What should be up is down. What is supposed to be right is to the left. And, you know, we just get in the truck, fool around, and have a great time. And I want to encourage you to get out into your community, get involved in your schools, get involved with everything going on in your events. Because we are better together, and that's the only way we are going to defeat this crazy, evil world that we're living in. And as you know, we get out here each and every week, and we have a blast meeting you, the people and places that make this nation great. So make sure you go over and subscribe to Small Town America. Go over and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So you don't miss any of the episodes, any of the stuff that we have going on. You can find it on our YouTube channel. In fact, if you haven't already, we were down there, did the charity mascots last week with the PBR, met with Matt West. I'm going to play that interview again. And go over and check that out. That is now out on our YouTube channel. Go check out the PBR charity mascots, all the DFW mascots. Doing a little mechanical bull riding and having some fun because we're getting geared up for the PBR tour that is going to be coming here to Dallas-Fort Worth. But let's listen to our little interview with Matt West. All right, hey guys, Small Town America, the voice of the PBR, Matt. We're having a little fun today, but May 8th, it's going to get a little serious.
I feel like we're bringing a little small town America to the big city, if you will, right here underneath Reunion Tower. We had all of the mascots from North Texas sports. I mean, we've got Rowdy from the Dallas Cowboys. We've got Victory Green from the Dallas Stars. I mean, for me growing up in small town, middle of nowhere, Oklahoma, to be at a place like this and getting ready to be a part of, to me, the biggest thing in the sport of professional bull riding, the World Finals here, Cowtown Coliseum in the Stockyards, and then AT&T Stadium. This is so much fun, and if you haven't been a part of it, you need to, because it is like nothing you've ever seen before.
Right, and you know, and it's one thing to see all these sports come together, and now you got the PBR right in the middle of it.
Yep.
And then, I mean, we're getting ready for the qualifiers, and you've been following these guys around. I mean, there's only like 50 points between first and second. I mean, it's anybody's game here in the next month.
It's insane, and we talk about this, and it feels like every year we say, you know, this world title race is going to be closer than ever. It's not manufactured. This is going to be, in my opinion, the greatest world title race in the history of the PBR. There's so many guys that still mathematically can get that gold buckle. It's coming down to the last regular season events of the year. And I really wholeheartedly believe it's going to come down to that final out on Championship Sunday before we know who's going to be the next world champion.
Right. And I know that the PBR, you are now out there on YouTube. I mean, you're giving it to the fans, but they have to come to Cowtown Coliseum, make those qualifiers, make that redemption round, and then be over there at AT&T Stadium. Where can people go if they want to get more information, know where to get tickets?
Everything is PBR.com. If you're following along on social media, at PBR, but PBR.com, your one-stop shop for everything, all the ticket information. And look, I'm a sports fan, and it's just like any other sport times a million, in the sense that it's great to see on TV, it's great to see where you've been watching it all year long, but there's nothing like being at the World Finals live in person, and I mean that. And if you show up and you don't feel that way, check your pulse because something's wrong.
Right, and then you throw Kid Rock in there, kick it all off.
Yeah.
And this is the second year to go do that.
Yeah.
And man, last year he just electrified it, and we're making American Cowboy again.
It's Kid Rock. Are you kidding me? Everything this guy does is awesome. You know, last year, obviously the first time we've ever done Kid Rock's Rockin' Rodeo, there were a few kinks to work out. Those have all been worked out, and I cannot wait to see Friday night at AT&T Stadium because I'm a diehard Kid Rock fan. I'm a diehard rodeo fan. You're going to put those two together in the greatest venue in the world. Unbelievable.
All right, guys, you know our motto, get in the truck, get over there, pbr.com.
Let's do it.
Right, so make sure if you haven't gotten your tickets to either, we're going to be kicking off, I think, May 8th over Cowtown Coliseum. There's 4 nights of the qualifiers. Then you come back the next weekend with 2 rounds for the redemption for the guys to get one more shot at it. And then we go over for Kid Rock, Rockin' Rodeo on Friday, and then 2 nights of the World Finals. So you don't want to miss it. Go over and get your tickets. Go to pbr.com. Also, make sure you're checking them out on YouTube also, because you can catch all the weekend events wherever they are. They're going live now. And then tune into Matt West and his show as they give you a brief weekly breakdown also. So make sure you go and check those guys out. But go over to smalltown-america.org. Click on that subscribe button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss one episode of what's going on here at Small Town America. Like I said, we're on this Foolin' Around tour, and another great organization that's going to be coming back to Cowtown Coliseum is Bulls, Bands, and Barrels. And let me play this little intro, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about them a little bit. But we had a pleasure of getting over to the Cowtown Coliseum and meeting with those guys this week. Yeah, Bulls, Bands, and Barrels coming back August 22nd, 23rd, Cowtown Coliseum. So you can go over to cowtowncoliseum.com, go over to their website, be able to get your tickets. And what this is just a really cool organization with some of the best bull riders, best bullfighters, and then you add the ladies barrel racers. And then the other thing they're doing is they're helping local artists wherever they go. This thing started out as a memorial fundraiser event, and then they just took the idea and started to expand it, and it kind of grew, and now it's nationwide. And this is the second year for Cowtown Coliseum to host the World Championships. And it is an amazing time. In fact, we were over there at Cowtown Coliseum for the announcement that they're coming back. Got to run into Hunter Price. He's the guy that is the founder, organizer for Bulls, Bands, and Barrels. And let's hear how it got started and what they expect whenever they come here to Cowtown Coliseum. All right, hey there, Small Town America, Bulls, Bands, Barrels.
Yes, sir.
Coming back to Cowtown Coliseum.
Yes, sir.
Now, you started out as just a fundraiser memorial.
That's right. That's right. It's a fundraiser for handicap riding school in the hometown that I'm from in Opelika, Alabama, called Storybook Farms. It started out as that. It just kind of grew into one, the next one, the next one, the next one. In like 2017 or 18, we wanted to we're only doing 1 or 2 a year. We wanted to do a multi-stop show, and just kind of grew and grew and grew, and then COVID happened. And it kind of stopped us for a couple of years, and we came back strong in 22 and just kept building. And here we are.
Now
finals.
you're nationwide,
Yes, sir.
nationwide, and all that. Now, and the other thing that we talk about the fan experience,
Yes, sir.
and bringing it out here. But we do a lot of musical artists
Mm-hmm.
here out there. You're grabbing these local artists, you're giving them a platform
That's
to be
right.
seen, build a fan club. Because a lot of times these guys, if they don't have enough followers on Instagram.
That's right.
They don't even get looked at.
That's right.
And you're giving them a stage to do it. How did that
Absolutely.
concept come about?
I think the main thing we look at is, not so much selling tickets, but does it fit the brand? There's a lot of folks out there that sell tickets that doesn't fit what we're trying to do as far as the atmosphere and so much of a party. Like it says, this ain't your grandpappy's rodeo, and it is true to that. We start the show with rap music. A lot of folks don't do that. It's just different. There's a lot of Western sports events right now that are putting concerts behind the event to help with ticket sales. That's not what this is. This is intermingling all three of the bull riding, barrel racing, bullfights, and the concert, bringing them together and making them intermatch together.
But it's high energy from
start to finish, from
all the way
6:30
through.
up to about 11:30.
Where can people go if they want more information? They want to know where you're going. Where can people go?
Go to bullsbandsandbarrels.com. You also go to any of our socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it, we're on all of them.
All right, guys. You know our motto: get in the truck, come out. Bulls, Bands, and Barrels coming here at Cowtown Coliseum.
Here you go.
All right, yeah, go check those guys out. Cowtown Coliseum is where you can get your tickets. You don't want to miss it. And in fact, go over to bullsbandsandbarrels.com and look and see if they're coming to a town near you. They have like 7 events up to still doing their rankings all the way up to August 22nd and 23rd whenever they come and do the World Finals here. And then the other guy, we got to catch back up with Josh Porkchop Garrett. And you might have remember last year whenever they came to town, I had a chance to catch up with them, and we talked about bulls, bands, and barrels. We caught up with him again here at Cowtown the other day and talked a little bit more about where you can find information about bulls, bands, and barrels, what they're doing, and the new concept that they're going to do more kind of like the college game day atmosphere. And so down in the stockyards, you want to be ready all weekend long down there. If you're planning a trip to the stockyards, this is the weekend you want to be down there, because it is going to be game day experience out in the courtyard in front of the Cowtown Coliseum before the show. And it should be a lot of fun. Here's Pork Chop and what he had to say about it.
All right, hey there, small town America. Guess who's back? Pork Chop, man. You're coming back to Cowtown Coliseum.
Yes. Look, August 22nd, 23rd, Bulls, Bands, and Barrels Finals. Hudson Westbrook, Braxton Keith, and all the athletes of the Bulls, Bands, and Barrels Tour. We're going to buck 30 bulls. We're going to do 3 freestyle bullfights, 20 barrel racers each night, and then we're going to cap that night with a concert. So Cowtown Coliseum, no better place for this to happen with the energy and the history that's already in this facility. It's a natural fit.
Right. And, last year you sold out all the shows. So people need to go online. They need to get their tickets.
Yes, I will tell you this right now. Bullsbandsandbarrels.com is where you get those tickets, and as soon as they go on sale, you better get them. We've had 12 shows already this year. We've sold out 10 of them, and y'all, Cowtown will sell out in August. So how terrible would it be to be the guy at work Monday morning that slept and didn't get those tickets when they came on sale, and you have to listen to all your friends talk about what a good time you missed.
Right, and then you just made the big announcement. You're putting a fan experience out in the courtyard.
Yes, we are. So, and like y'all, follow us on all our socials, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and the big part of that is B3 Live. That's our YouTube channel. So you can find all that stuff there. It's a pre-show, it's a post-show, it's a very, very, very game day-like experience. It's going to be taking place out front in the pavilion out there. Austin Williams, Matt Palmer, they'll be there. 2 of our personalities be mixing in different athletes and myself throughout the 2 days. You do not want to miss that. There's going to be all kinds of interactive, immersive stuff. Tell you what you need to know about Bulls, Bands, and Barrels. We are 100% about the fan experience, and I promise you it's unlike anything else in the world.
All right, guys, you know our motto. Get in the truck. Go over there and get those tickets before they're sold out.
Come see us.
Yeah, so make sure you go over there. It really is, as you heard us talking about, they sell out. Their shows are selling out. There's a little bit for everything from bull riders to the bullfighters to the ladies barrel racing, and then to the bands and the concert. And it is pure entertainment for 4 hours. And now that they're adding the fan experience out into the courtyard, that's going to be something to see, and we're going to be looking forward to doing it because in the month of May, we're getting all geared up. We're going to switch over from fooling around, so we're going to be taking a ride. We're going to be out there with the PBR and doing all that fun stuff. But hey, guys, make sure you go over to smalltown-america.org. Click on one of these covers right here if you want to pick up one of our books. It's out on Amazon. Prayers for Our Nation, Take the Pledge, History of the Flag. Can't tell you how much right now we need to be praying for our nation, praying for our leaders, praying for our communities. Just prayer is the answer, changes that focus. We always talk about what is prayer. Prayer is taking the focus. I can't control it, but I know somebody who can, and that allows me to change that focus. And then also dig into the history of the flag. Take the pledge. Know where our Pledge of Allegiance comes from. Know where the history of our flag comes from. And you can pick those up over there at smalltown-america.org. If you want to help us as we get ready for the Take the Ride tour, we always need help fueling the truck, keep the cameras going, get us down the road, get us to these events. So click on that help button over there, and that'll take you over how you can be a part of Small Town America. And if you're a business or someone that wants to do some advertising and sponsorship with us, be glad to sit down with you, talk with you. So click over there on how you can get involved on the shows, the episodes that we're going to be doing. Because we are super, super excited about getting partnering or being a part of the PBR with the qualifiers at Cowtown Coliseum, the redemption round at Cowtown Coliseum, and then switching over to AT&T. And we had a chance to catch up with Sean Gleason, talk about how the PBR is developing and getting everything going. So this is our little interview that we caught with Sean last a couple weeks ago when we did the big Kid Rock announcement.
Hey there, Small Town America. Here I am. Sean, tell us a little bit about this journey. You kind of took over the PBR struggling. You start putting together partners and teams, and now here you are partnering with Kid Rock, TKO, selling out arenas all over Madison Square Garden. Now we're fixing to do AT&T Stadium. How has this journey been?
Well, it's been a 26-year journey, and I started my life out on the back of a horse as a rodeo contestant, and certainly not in bull riding. But, I grew up in this lifestyle. I spent a lot of years trying to get away from it and get to the big city. And then when I ran across the PBR, I found my calling. And so 26 years later, to now be owned by literally the largest powerhouse in sports and entertainment, to have launched and created PBR teams from scratch, to have launched and created Kid Rock's Rock and Rodeo from scratch. Pretty proud of the accomplishments that the PBR team has been able to pull off in these
Right.
few years.
Well, yeah, because you earlier in the year, you kind of ran into some distribution issues. You decided, hey, we're just going to put it out there.
Yeah.
And I just noticed yesterday you made a big announcement. You got the gold button. So where can people go if they want to continue to follow?
I mean, right now, the media world has always been a challenge because a lot of media types don't understand anything that's between the coasts, let's say.
Right.
And, so for them to understand the sports of rodeo or bull riding, it's a challenge. And they don't get the fan base that's out there. They don't realize how important it is, how big it is. And so we unfortunately ran into a situation where we had to make some changes, and we made everything free, everything live, kept up the same production quality, and it's not a small investment on our part to make that happen, but it'll ultimately be answered with another media deal at some point in time. But right now we can make it free and available to all of our fans, and it's been paying dividends. We're averaging millions and millions of viewers
Like I
every
said,
weekend.
you just hit the gold play button.
Man, we've been averaging millions and millions, and it just proves what I've been saying all along. It's not us, it's them.
Right,
They've got the problem. The media,
Exactly, and how awesome has
media
it been
business.
when you see these arenas filling up now? That just a couple of years ago you were struggling to get that first and second row filled, and now we're at AT&T Stadium.
Yeah.
This is the largest payout for the PBR, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're paying more money than we ever have in our history. We've got sellouts. I hate to make it sound like I don't appreciate the effort and energy that we have to put in to make these arenas sell out, but it's a testament to the brand that now, we're in our 33rd year. so it hasn't been overnight, but we're selling out pretty much every venue that we go into. 3 nights in Madison Square Garden. There's not a lot of sports that can do that. And so to take it from middle America to the mainstream and introduce it to a lot of new fans.
Right.
Pretty
Where,
proud.
where can fans go if they want to get behind you and support you?
Right now they can watch us on YouTube, they can watch us on X, they can watch us on a number of different channels, our own apps, our connected TV apps. Just signed a deal with Samsung. We're going to announce some new distribution channels coming up pretty soon, so a lot of places to watch.
All right, guys, you know our motto, get in the truck, go check it out, ppr.com to get all the listings.
All right, so guys, y'all make sure you go over there and check out PBR.com. Get your tickets. You don't want to miss any of the action. Kicking off May 8th, Cowtown Coliseum, all the way through May 18th over at AT&T Stadium, and we're going to be a part of it. We're going to be taking the ride out there. And you heard him mention the TKO. So one of the other cool, because they just had WrestleMania this past weekend, and one of the cool things of being a part of TKO, that you have the UFC and now you have the PBR. They're starting to do these TKO takeovers in different cities. In fact, I think they got one coming up here real soon in Kansas. And so you get Friday night PBR, you get Saturday night UFC, and then Sunday night WWE. So it's really, really a cool concept. It's a great time to be a part of the PBR action, and I really hope that you'll get in the truck and join us. And we're glad to be able to take the ride with the PBR this whole time. And I don't know if you heard somebody talking there behind us, and that was Lindsay Sutter, and she is the reigning champion coach for the Kid Rock and Rodeo, and then they're also there with the Women's Rodeo Championship. And so if you're interested in going to, because they have all of their qualifiers going on too at Cowtown Coliseum during the PBR, because their finals are going to be during the PBR event at AT&T Stadium. So you don't want to miss any of that. You definitely don't want to miss the Kid Rock deal. But let's hear, because we got a chance to talk with Lindsay.
All right, hey there, Small Town America. Looky here, ran into Lindsay, returning champion.
Yeah.
What's the game plan this year? I mean, because you still don't have a team yet.
No, we don't have a team yet. Our team comes from whoever wins first and second at Rodeo Corpus Christi. There's still time to get nominated and to get qualified for Rodeo Corpus Christi if you haven't quite got your points built up yet there. But we're just excited to see who we get. There's so many amazing athletes that are going to be competing at Rodeo Corpus Christi, and no matter what, we get winners. That's
Right.
my favorite part.
Right. And what's the challenge? I mean, these guys, they're coming in hungry already because they've been competing. But how is you as a coach, what do you, Bobby, do to adjust these guys, take them out of the one-on-one individual competition and get them in that team mode?
Really, we just make sure that they understand the format of the rodeo and how it's gonna play, because the anxiety that you can get as a rodeo contestant just to get ready for the event can be hard. And so if you understand how everything's going to flow, it makes that much easier. So all you have to do is focus on your job. With the head-to-head competition, you can't necessarily see what happens on the other side of the arena, and you just have to make the run that's portrayed right there in front of you and go ahead and just run your race kind of situation. And that's kind of how we like to.
Right. And what makes the Kid Rock tournament style like you've never seen before?
It's like you've never seen before. I mean, when they say rodeo reimagined, that is not a joke. It is fast-paced. There's a lot that happens. It goes head-to-head. There's the red light, green light system. You're not in control of when you call for the animal in the timed events, and in the rough stock, you're on a clock to make sure that you get out of the chute in time. So that element adds a little bit of stress to it, but it is so fun and so exciting, and it's one of the. I've been to a lot of rodeos in my life, and I'm very blessed to grow up in this industry, and there is nothing like it in the world. So if you think you need to see it, you definitely need to come down here and make sure you see it.
Now, also, you're still with Women's Championship Rodeo.
Yep.
Where can ladies go if they want to get involved in that organization, they want to follow what you're doing?
Yeah, womensrodeochampionship.com. You can find us on all social media platforms, but we take the top 20 in the leaderboard for the Pro, Challenger, and the top 50 in the Limited and the Breakaway and the Barrel Race. It's the largest all-female rodeo in the world. We have over 800,000 added this year. We're having a goat tying showcase. It's May the 11th through the 13th, and then our finals is at AT&T Stadium on the 17th. But it is a great it's a great event to get all these female athletes together and give an inclusive environment for not only the top of the athletes, but the ladies that have jobs that are lawyers, doctors, teachers, that have a place to compete and make sure that they have an avenue and a platform to be celebrated on as well.
All right, guys, you know our motto, get in the truck, go check them out.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, what an amazing deal. And I tell you, there's a couple of, I just found out here recently, just right here in their area, we have a couple of local ladies, and I'm going to try to catch up with them, do some interviews with them, that have the opportunity to go to the qualifier and go and compete at AT&T Stadium. So this is really right now when we're in a crisis of men versus women. What I mean, these ladies are tough. They can out rope me any day of the week, that's for sure. And team roping and all of that. They are very, very impressive athletes, but this is specifically designed and set up for them. And it's open for all ladies, no matter what level you are, whether you're hitting the road, you can still work from home, and then you're just a weekend warrior. Well, and like I said, I know a couple of local ladies that I just found out here in the DFW area that have a chance to go into that qualifier and make it over to AT&T Stadium. We're going to try to catch up with them and cheer them on under that one. And so take the ride tour the whole month of May. We're going to actually be kicking that off on May 3rd over at American Indian Motorcycle for the Pinup and Pistons car show and contest going on over there. Our good friend Tattoo Mark Foundation that's doing all the bears for the kids at the Children's Hospital. We're going to be over there meeting with him. We're going to kick off the Take the Ride tour starting there on May 3rd, and you want to be a part of that and come do it. And then our good friends over at Capernaum Studios, we wouldn't be able to do Take the Ride without them. They really jumped on there. They just had their big Crimson show, and they're getting ready for their new independent show that they are going to be doing in the month of June. And I'm going to show this little trailer that they have right there. So if you are an actor or wanting to get into acting, they are doing casting. Go over to CapernaumStudios.com. They are casting for this show, and then it is a great show. If you want to know about, our mission here is to protect our history and preserve our heritage, go and check out this show. It is an authentic museum quality costumes, firearms, the Battle of Lexington, and how we've gained our American independence. And it's something that I really, really encourage small groups, youth groups, to go out there and learn about our history. And you can do it over at Capernaum Studios, CapernaumStudios.com. Yeah, those shows sell out real quick. So you want to make sure you go over to CapernaumStudios.com, follow along and grab your tickets. That's a real film set. That is actually where The Chosen got its start. Season 1, Season 2, and part of Season 3 was filmed right there at Capernaum Studios. And now they're on Season 6 and a multi viewership season 6 of The Chosen, and that's where they got started. So you get a chance to go and see that film set and be a part. It's an amazing show. You don't want to miss it. And then we might be extending our Take the Ride tour. We're going to hit the Hood County Stampede, which is I think May 23rd and 24th over in Granbury, and then we'll be hitting it's rodeo time in Texas, and our good friend Blaine Peacock was with the Parker County Sheriff's Posse. That's going to be kicking off. The cattle drive starts off on June 7th. But here's Blaine telling us a little bit of what we can expect from the rodeo this year. All right. Hey there, small town America. Blaine, it is rodeo time in Texas.
Yes, sir. It is.
We are just a month away from Frontier Days.
Mm-hmm.
78 years you've
78 years. And we got bull ridings. We got chuck wagons. No chuck wagons.
You're not going to do the chuck wagons?
No, that's the ranch rodeo.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
bad. My
There's so
bad.
much going on here because y'all just got done over in San
Cattle
Angelo.
drive is what I'm going to say.
That's
Cattle
coming up
drive,
June
street
7th.
dances, and the 4 days of rodeo. Yeah,
Yeah. So where can people go? Tickets are on sale now.
yeah,
Where
they're
can
on
people-
sale now. You go to ParkerCountySheriff'sPosse.com
Okay.
and click on the link, buy tickets, and
Still got the street dances right
still
after.
got street dance the Saturday before the rodeo,
Gonna be right down here in downtown.
right downtown Weatherford.
All right, guys. And then if somebody wants to come by and get more information, they can stop right here at Peacock's. and
Yes,
ask
sir.
you.
Yep.
All right, guys. You know our motto: get in the truck, get ready. Frontier Days, rodeo time in Texas.
Adios.
Right, guys. So make sure you go over there. I think tickets are already on sale. And again, too, man, here at Parker County, we love you. The community comes together, and this is a great event for everybody whenever they come out. And we want you to do that. And then I got to thank our guys over at Ag Gear. Springtime coming up, and they have those new UV30 shirts. The hay baler are now available. There's all sorts. Still got the stockyard. Ladies, there's shirts and apparel for you. It's clothing that works as hard as you do. Ag Gear has it. They have the American Stars and Stripes hat. You can pick that up. Just make sure you use Small Town 15 when you go to checkout and get that. So go over to aggear.com, order up your gear so that you're ready for all this action going on. Use Small Town 15 at checkout. And then make sure you go over there. You want to grab your hands on Take the Pledge, Prayers for Our Nation. Go to smalltown-america.org. Click on any of those covers or click that help button if you want to put some fuel in the truck and keep us going. And we're not affiliated with this, but I just am totally getting behind the Oliver Anthony. He just had his big deal out in North Carolina for all the flood victims and all of that. And what is an amazing deal. And this new rural revival project that he's got going on, I totally want to get behind it. He's fixing to do another one. I'm fixing to play his little trailer for the next one that he's got coming up in May. And I really want to encourage you that if you're in the area, just go over to Rural Revival Project and check those guys out. If you are in, look at their event schedule, what states and towns they're going to. This is all to just give back to the community and help the community. It's amazing that all these disasters that are happening and the government's not doing anything about it, but we as neighbors, helping neighbors, communities coming together to help one another, we're stepping up, we're taking charge and taking care of one another as it should be. And this is out. I really do encourage, get behind the Rural Revival Project.
My son, do not forget my teaching, but keep my commands in your heart, for they will prolong your life for many years and bring you peace and prosperity. Let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Then you will win favor and a good name in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight.
Flooding in Kentucky has left communities underwater, homes destroyed, and residents in desperate need of help.
Just the devastation that things are wiped out, gone. A lot of the areas are still intact. It looks like it's fine, but then you turn down 2 roads and it's completely, annihilated.
Thank you so much for being part of us.
Yeah, it's a May 17, Kentucky coming to you. So if you're a vendor down there, go over to the Rural Revival Project and put in there because they're doing vendors, food trucks, all of that, and just helping the community out. Like Small Town America, we don't have anything to do with the project. It's an amazing project, and we always support those that that are giving back to the community, people that have passion. It's you, the people and places that make this nation great. And that's why we get in the truck each and every week and get out to meet you, shake your hand and tell you thank you. And I want to encourage you to get out to these events. We're going to be getting out with the community because we are better together. And here we are, already over the 30-minute mark. So I want to leave you. Have a great weekend. Until next week, get in the truck.